Hello everyone and welcome to another Howler for an hour. This time we're checking out a game called Parasitic Descent, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know why I decided to add this to the queue. This is the third game of this stream session. Grandma Siva and Friendly Sheeps were the other two that would qualify for this. Third game of this stream, where I got an email, and I get emails from devs and press asking about if I want to get a key for something. I got an email, though, that just threw me a key. Didn't ask me if I wanted it, just tossed it to me. And this is a weird thing that some devs do. Some devs will just throw you a key as a content creator. If they know you're a content creator, they just send out a key to all the content creators they can look up. And they don't even ask, hey, would you like to cover my game? There's no conversation. It's just, here's a key. And it's like, I think they're kind of desperate to get attention, which is not a good sign. Again, if something is a general life lesson, if something's easy to get in life, you gotta ask yourself, why was that so easy to get, right? So I don't think this will be very good, but maybe it'll be entertaining a little bit. Looking at it again, I did agree to take the key, which is why we're covering it. I do keep my word after all. But looking at this, it really just looks very generic. It's basically a post-apocalyptic zombie survival sort of game where you can build stuff and shoot zombies, and it looks... It's one of those games that doesn't look necessarily bad, but so utterly derivative of things that already exist that you wonder why you're playing that rather than something else. That's what it looks like to me, at least in the trailers and what I've seen from it. I legitimately do not know what I was thinking a month ago when I accepted this key. Because, by the way, it has been about a month. Sage got in the way for a little bit. But we'll check this out regardless. I want to keep my word. That's important to me. I always try to cover everything I accept a key for. But Parasitic Descent, let's take a look at this. Of course, before we start, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can think about doing that as well. If you really want to help out, though, think about coming over to Twitch, as we're trying to reach a partner, but need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether to lurk or talk, think about doing so, because it does help out quite a bit, and we'd honestly love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a Ko-fi link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links in the description, and you can check them out at your leisure. And to all viewers, I do apologize if this game is boring. If it isn't a very exciting game, I might pull some shenanigans with it to make it a little more interesting. One thing I like to do in games when they are not very good is see if I can break them. So I might do that. Or maybe this will surprise us and it'll actually be more entertaining than its generic premise makes us believe. Let's find out together. And also, I apologize for my throat. I have been recovering from some sickness, and I can definitely tell my voice is going the longer I stream. This is definitely the last game for tonight. So, yeah, let's fire this up. It's been running fine on the title screen. That's a good sign. Like, honestly, there's quite a few games that don't, so kudos on that. There's also plenty of graphical options. I'll give them credit for that, too. Now, the question is, how long to load? Sure, I might find it fun, but you break games on purpose. I might with this one. I'll give it like a proper fair shake first. But if it's not that interesting, it's time to glitch. We'll see. We'll see what it does. By the way, Soul, Soul's here as well. Sorry, Soul. I keep just blanking out. I do appreciate you being here. Oh no. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
Did it finish and freeze?
Oh. Is the stream still going?
Yes, technically. I mean, there's no video, but your icon's still bouncing. There's still sound.
I've never seen this before. Okay. I will briefly show you what happened in a way. Let me pull up a view of my desktop too.
Considering that's the only way you can see anything, sure.
So, desktop 2. Now, I run games on desktop 1 and desktop 2, my second screen. Second screen is where I have up the chat. Keep in mind, this is important. I have the chat, and then I have like my stream broadcast information, and then I have like Streamlabs. So I have a Twitch page open, a Twitch page open, and a Streamlabs page open. Here's what my desktop looks like after my brief time of having that game open, then having it crash.
Oh, all the web browsers crashed too.
Specifically the Twitch pages.
Oh.
Streamlabs is maintained somehow. It states here, all snaps, something went wrong while displaying this webpage. Error code out of memory.
Oh, the game stole all the memory.
I like how Streamlabs endured somehow, but yeah, Twitch died. Like, the Twitch pages I had up died. Like immediately. Just like, holy shit. That's mildly suspicious, honestly. I don't really know why it would do that, but...
That's actually kind of new for this era, because that was a thing, like, when I was born.
I really hope that wasn't something really sus that happened. It was just the game, the game actually exploded by GPU.
I mean, you can do a quick virus check.
Well,
what's really
weird is what's really weird though is like I haven't dropped any frames, and as far as I can tell, the broadcast didn't die or anything. Normally, if something would be out of memory, like I've had situations where a game has robbed the computer of memory and fucked up the stream, but even in those situations, Twitch never crashed. That's really unusual. I don't know what to say about that. Like, I don't know how it managed to crash Twitch. I've just never seen that before. I've literally never seen that before. I've never seen a game crash my Twitch. You know what? Well, I don't want to run that again. To be perfectly blunt. So this review is going to be a little short. How can I still have memory but not CPU power? It's very weird. I will run an antivirus check after the stream is over, just in case. I don't think anything happened, like, for that, in regards to that. As far as I can tell, everything looks on the up and up right now.
Sorry, Dev, indeed.
Once the game killed itself, everything was fine. But that is definitely surprising. It's a Unity game, by the way. I see a crash handler here.
Oh. Well, if a crash handler happened, then it's not nearly as sus, but it's just a dev stupidity.
That is very poorly put together.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we're not going to repeat that. Ad break for a minute and a half. Sorry, stream viewers. But what I will do is I will pull up. What a disaster. No, I'm still technically making a video. I did make a promise I would. However, sometimes those promises don't work out so well because the dev put the game together so poorly that it's really hard to complete that promise. This is one of those situations. I am very surprised that the stream did not die, given that Twitch did.
Yeah, the stream was actually still going. There was no video, but our chat was still going. Your icon was still blinking.
I really hope everything's fine with Twitch. It looks fine. I don't see any problems here. What a weird situation. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like looking at a few things. So anyways, I pulled up the Steam page for this game. You know the part where I was just saying in the intro where I didn't know why I even agreed to cover this one? They like threw the key at me without me asking, and then I was like, I made the mistake of going, okay, yeah, thanks, I guess I'll cover it at some point. That's a committal. For me, that commits me to doing the thing because I said I would. I don't want to back down off of that statement, you know? So this is still coverage. Parasitic Descent, very, very generic description. Very, very generic from the looks of things. Generic enough where I'm definitely not going to try to work hard to make this thing run. This game doesn't seem worth it. I mean, it seems like, looking at just what is provided on the Steam page, this seems functional enough. Like, there's base building. That's fine. There's
it has all the basics of a survival game. It seems competent.
Mm-hmm. It's got zombies to shoot and machete and stuff. And I think this other person, I think I saw multiple players as a thing, maybe? No, it says single player, never mind. Got your basic crafting and building menus, you know. There are multiple people, but apparently it is a single player game. Maybe they're like followers or something. post-apocalyptic, bow. It's generic, but functional enough looking. And let's see, of course. I'm trying. I think something did happen with Twitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's up? Tell me more. Well, we'll look at the video though. Which again doesn't really. It's fine, but is it really fine if it crashed and also fucked something up with my Twitch? Not so sure about that. Also, I've had this thought in the back of my mind for a while, admittedly, that it really is weird how some devs just chalk keys at you. Like, if you're a content creator. It's happened quite a few times, actually. And I sometimes think to myself, I wonder, should I not be covering these? Are these a risk? You know? Not, are these a bad game that I won't enjoy? Not that. Is this a risk in the sense that, does somebody pull out something on... Like, I generally trust that things I will be playing on Steam are going to be somewhat functional and not be viruses, right? Because it goes through Steam store approval. I know Steam allows for a lot of schlock, but generally speaking, it would be a very, very bad thing if Steam allowed actual, like, Bitcoin miners or actual virus programs and stuff on their site. They have to deal with those, right?
I don't see those stats of my own.
That is actually not too unusual. I would recommend refreshing and seeing if that aligns, because when something does cause a huge amount of memory loss, it can create a desync for the stream. I have had, now keep in mind too, I have had games where, by the way, that was a very generic video, right? I have had games where, due to a game running so poorly, I had to restart XSplit to get the stream to function better again. I have literally had moments where I had to reload XSplit, reload my broadcaster, just to make further stream content function correctly. So I would not be surprised if something's being a little funky right now. Chris, try refreshing, man. Try refreshing. I want to know if refreshing works, because that, unless if you're experiencing an issue, refresh. Tell me if you still are. If you are, then it's not you, it's me. But if you aren't, then it's you. So, like, by the way, a little pro tip in general: if you're going to complain about how the stream's not running good, make sure to test that it's on you by refreshing, by checking your memory usage and such. Do that before telling me about it, because before you make it like my issue, make sure it's not your issue.
Seems fine now.
Okay.
I don't see anything.
Still climbing. It could be on, that still could be on you though, because not everybody's experiencing that. We have 0 drop frames here. Stay on 176. It's still 6400 plus. It sounds, Chris, like you need to run fast.com because your internet's having problems. But anyways, there are apparently people who've got to work fine on YouTube. Strange. YouTube? What do you mean work on YouTube? This stream's on Twitch. I'm not multi-streaming. Or do you mean something else? Oh, you mean for Parasitic Descent, for the game itself? Possible. Different video settings, something about that. I nonetheless, it definitely hard died. Now, one possibility is that I had Alt-Tab during the loading and then went back into it. Perhaps that caused a further issue. People post the videos of the game. Well, certainly it's recordable and works on some systems, but I don't know. Do you guys want me to try run it a second time? I guess I'll leave it up to you guys.
Considering how long it took to just initialize, nah.
I feel bothered by what it did with Twitch.
I mean, that was a bit different.
That was new. I've never seen a memory usage crash Twitch, which indicates to me that memory usage issue was extremely quick, probably. but also extremely severe. I don't want to fry my computer. That's the main thing I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think we're good. But Parasitic Descent, here's a little bit more information about it, since I'm just trying to cover what I can before I quit here. You can see here the description. In a world ravaged by a catastrophic event, humanity teeters on the brink of extinction. In Parasitic Descent, you step into the boots of a lone survivor, navigating the haunting remnants of a once thriving civilization. Is the most cookie cutter description for a zombie apocalypse story. Like, really. Fast.com got 52 megabytes per second. What about your up? That's just your download, right? But there are some reviews. Some people seem to like it. But I kind of get the impression of people who may have written a review because somebody paid them to. I'm not quite sure. Here's the reviews. I can show some of them. They're not really anything noteworthy. They're just all recommended, which is the reason I feel like something's a little sus here. This person did make 1 hour gameplay, to be fair. I kind of find it odd, given that this developer is literally throwing keys to people like me without even asking. It's kind of odd to me that, from what I can tell, these reviews are not actually, like, they don't say product was received for free or anything. They just, I presume they were. Like, these are so white bread comments, though. Like, yeah, okay, but, like, not really. They're so basic reviews. The crafting system is cool, and it feels rewarding to explore. It's early access, so there's some bugs, but overall fun game. Wait, hold on.
What exploring?
Since it's still in early access, there's some bugs, not everything's works perfectly. Overall fun game. Since it's still in early access, it's already exciting, atmospheric. Surviving in a world full of parasites is tough but rewarding. Exploring, gathering resources, and building your base is fun and keeps you engaged. Great survival game. You have scavenge supplies, craft items, and build a base to survive against parasites enemies. The game is challenging, but keeps you engaged with its exploration and resource management. It's still in early access, but it's already a lot of fun. I like how they are like, it's still in access, but yeah, this is so utterly. This feels paid, right? these reviews don't feel very good. I'm not an expert on survival games, but I can tell you this one's super fun. Which has its cool stuff to make a build. This is a great survival game if you like survival games. Fucking great review. Thanks, you told me so much. Like, this game is simple but exciting. The comic style adds some humor, making it more fun. If you like zombie games, you'll enjoy this one. There's a lot of replay value.
What comic style? There's no comic style in that video. These are the most soulless comments. This is definitely a really fun game, though it has a few bugs that need fixing, but it's definitely worth playing. That's the best review so far. If you like survival games, yeah, this is why I'm talking emotionlessly. The gameplay is all about staying alive, manage resources, facing dangerous parasites. Even early access is super engaging. If you like survival games' unique style, this game is definitely worth playing. These are all, maybe with the exception of the first one, because he actually has a video. Oh, wait, hold on. Spray Bare Bones, but I see no issue. This seems a little more human. Let's see here. What do we got? I did not mean to open. Okay, fine.
Oh, hi.
All right, so let's look at one other person's gameplay of this before I rid myself of this. Yeah, I feel uncomfortable with this game, so I don't think I'll rerun it again. Sorry. If it feels like I'm giving up early. Honestly, I don't even know why I accepted this key. Like I said, the very intro before we even had this happen, I don't even know why I accepted this key. So, oh yeah, so Son of a Shepherd has a YouTube channel. So here you go. Let's take a look. I won't watch the whole video because that's a little cheap. That's just reaction content. But I will pop around and see what he's got. He played it for a half hour, looks like.
Oh, hi.
Even though it says an hour.
Time flies? I don't know.
What is that?
I mean, he could have just edited the video.
Wait.
I'm scared even more now.
Does that thing have a dick? Why is there a censor bar? What's going on? Do I have another reason why I'm glad I didn't play this?
And welcome to my YouTube
Do I have
Today
another
we are
reason?
playing
Thanks for
Parasitic
censoring it.
Descent. This is a zombie horror survival game.
was a great intro, at least.
Like
yeah,
like our survival game. We are base building, we are scavenging, we are finding weapons, we are making weapons, and we are trying to stay alive.
But if you guys want to watch the video,
this is an indie survival game,
which will probably give you more about the game than mine. There's a link. I'll put it in the description of the YouTube video too.
I just did the first hour of gameplay, kind of like.
Is that person going? We airplane. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. I just realized. Like, wait a minute.
A game preview. So I hope that's something people
Is he
like.
going airplane mode? He has to go like airplane mode, like sticking his arms out.
Get right into this video right here, right now. Stop talking. Okay, bye.
So let's see here. Let's skip around a little bit. Okay, I love it. Good. Dark, overly dark environment. You need the flashlight for. Good. I love it. Very fun. Remember what I said about darkness in games? You can do it right and still increase visibility.
No.
Oh, and look at the flashlight. Oh, classic. Super dark environment, so you gotta pull out the flashlight. Now the flashlight's creating intense bloom on anything in front of it. Yay!
In the search, I am not upset about.
Look at that. Like, illuminate the fucking cabinet. Yeah. Standard bad lighting system.
It's turning something not metallic into an entire globe of bright.
I think they're probably highlighted just because it's part of.
He's searching stuff, looking for stuff. Yeah, you get the system here.
I'd
assume that this is not randomized, right? Probably. Like, I doubt that they would bother to randomize the levels and layouts and stuff of the
At least the beginning, where you start.
Alright, let's go see...
There does seem to be like a tutorial, like, okay, go get some resources, go do this. Okay. His first encounter with these zombies, and one of them is just stuck on a car. I guess it makes it easier to fight him.
Alright, that was.
And that's also kind of slow movement.
It almost has like Borderlands style graphics. That
seriously though. Oh, no, man, he's not stuck anymore. Because he noticed him.
Oh, it was just moving the wrong way.
They will just aimlessly walk until they aggro on the player, yeah. Including walking into something.
2 more things. We need 2 more things. Can I search them out? I can't.
Oh god, that fucking flashbang of bloom. The bell box. First Street?
Box, yeah.
Oh, I gotta name the streets for my game. First Street. Okay, 2nd Street. Yeah, that'll do. 3rd Street, Ling.
Oh, the street that goes into the forest? It's now Fur Street.
Now I gotta fix this car.
Yeah, look how dark. Look at this. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. There's some light filtering through this cloudy sky. It looks like a cloudy dusk sky or a cloudy dawn sky. And yet, look at the car. And then look at the ground, which are the same.
Look at the light. The windows should not be like that kind of light.
Yeah, it's just, the lighting is horrible. Yeah, the basic gunplay, I suppose.
Attention of more.
And yeah, I don't even want to watch more of this. Oh, you found a car. I guess that's kind of fun. You can drive a car. Yay!
Oh, we get to the place that yeah, it doesn't quite stop.
Oh yeah, we get to the field where all the guys stand. I guess.
Alright, have you built me a cookie?
That was in the
video.
Have
you built me a cookie place? I'm a cooker. I need a cookie place. That's why I've started this field.
Cool.
That guy is literally a mouth breather. He just has his mouth open.
Once you build the mechanic station, I will be able to produce items for your vehicle.
Also, wait, cooker?
Okay.
You mean chef developer?
Where to go? Build a gun station.
You ever just find those fields where a gunsmith and a what's the other guy? A gunsmith, a mechanic, and a chef just stand around hoping somebody builds them like buildings that they can do their job in, just in the middle of the field. That's pretty normal, right? Just people standing in the middle of the field hoping somebody builds a job for their profession. Or builds a building for their profession.
Okay.
My god. Yeah, this is... Acid flip, perhaps, yes.
Exclamation marks.
Definitely counts for the first 3 letters.
No workstation available. Okay.
But yeah, it's... Okay, it's just... Survival games can be fun, but they're an investment. They are a time investment, they are a progress investment, and there's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel. There's got to be something cool to get to at the end. This... Well, I'm glad to see that Son of a Shepherd is a legitimate person legitimately playing this. Because that means that I probably don't have a virus. If I do, he does too. But he seems to be doing fine. This was 3 weeks ago. So if he's fine, I'm probably fine. I see the potential of this game. It seems like it's functional, except for me, for some reason. Now, it's possible that I could fire it back up, and maybe it was because I was alt-tabbing that the loading caused a complete explosion like that, but sorry, I'm not liking whatever you did to mess with my CPU that much, regardless of whether it was because I alt-tabbed or not. Like, that's indicating to me a lack of stability. So I am not going to continue that. Sorry if that disappoints anyone, but I have a distinct feeling that nobody really gives a shit for this game. So, all the same, Dev, if you do watch the video, sorry. But yeah, that's... Work on your stability, please. I don't know even what happened there. Crash handler, complete crash, and apparently enough CPU... I was not watching my CPU usage, mind you. All I know is that Twitch died because it was out of memory. And that's never really happened before. I think I've had an out of memory thing maybe like once or twice with some games a long time ago, maybe with a browser extension having a crash. But it's really bizarre to have that happen before I've even like normally it would affect the stream first, the XSplit broadcast. I'd have to stop things and restart things before the browsers would ever have a chance of crashing like that. So it's very strange, very strange. All the same, that was Parasitic Descent, or what little bit I could look at it. More just a discussion about it rather than gameplay. I think it still counts for a video, though. I hope you guys learned something, which probably the lesson is this game has a ton of bot reviews. One YouTuber that kind of just feels chill about it, which, okay, fair enough if he felt chill about it. And then also a game that's clearly unstable, very, very clearly unstable here, but also so generic that it's not even worth getting figured out, in my opinion. There's a million games that do this better and won't crash your computer and won't crash your browser and won't do anything weird to your system. Play those. They're not only more fun, but also more stable. That was Parasitic Descent. Any last words, Soul?
Oh. Not really.
Thought I heard you murmuring in the background, so I figured I'd ask.
I was kind of trying to get back into focus, but like, there's nothing to focus.
My focus is entirely, it seemed like it was slightly melting my computer for a second, or something happened there. That's like my entire impression of it. Like, that's a pretty. I don't think I'm blamable for having a quit moment before gameplay when trying to get to the gameplay caused a sort of a crash with part of my system. Like. Yeah, I think that's a fair enough reason to have a quit moment, as they call it. But yeah, that was Parasitic Descent. I really don't recommend it. Go play something else.